I oftentimes will say in the trainings and workshops that I connect with individuals, I'll oftentimes say, you can't have a conversation about boundaries without a conversation about power. They're linked, right? It's completely tied. So I have the tendency to play in the space that I work on, specifically in the personal power realm. Because for me, you have to look at the external aspects, right? You have to look at the power dynamics within an organization, all of those things as well, especially when we're dealing with work boundaries. And I know you've heard me use this phrase before. I say it all the time because we have a roof over our head to deal with and food on our plate, and making sure that those things are there. When we deal with boundaries in the workplace, it's extra hard because we're dealing with root survival issues, right? We're not only dealing with, where is my professional reputation going? Where is the next opportunity? Where's the promotion? But we're also dealing with, is me setting a boundary going to get me fired? That's not an easy place to play. It's a very scary place to play. And unless we're very aware of those power dynamics in certain organizations, we can set ourselves up for failure with boundaries too. And I want to be abundantly clear with that, right? Like, there are certain situations, and I have talked with many clients on this. I've coached people through this, right? Like, there are some situations, some organizations will not support this. The corporate culture is broken. And in those situations, it still goes back to the model. The energy plus choice equals power. Self-care plus awareness equals boundaries. In those situations, we need as individuals to reclaim our personal power and give ourselves that energy and recognize that we need support on the choice side of the house or the awareness side of the house. And that can come through conversations and rich dialogue with colleagues, mentors, friends, support people, right? Finding those support people to help us reflect positively and very constructively on the real situation that we find ourselves in. Sometimes we need help in that. For me, boundaries is all about reclaiming that personal power in awareness of the external power dynamics around us. And it's a clear understanding of both. And so in order to get to that awareness, one of the reasons why I start so strongly on the self-care side of the house, I always start with self-care in the model. The reason for that is because we need energy in order to actually look at the deep work that awareness requires of us. If my clients, for example, want to dive right into the fixing problem, a lot of times I'll say, no, we're going to wait on that, right? We're going to fix that problem later. We're going to address where we're going later, not now. We need to just pause for a moment and reclaim some of that energy for ourselves. Focus on that self-care so that we can apply that energy towards the hard work that oftentimes is required in those kinds of situations.